There are horrible new updates with the 15-year-old who is accused of taking the lives of 5 of his 6 family members. If you've been following, you know this kid called 911 from the family's main floor bathroom and tried to say his 13-year-old brother was responsible for all of this. Now his defense is somehow arguing that he's telling the truth, and their attempt to keep this case in juvenile court and have him be released by 25. Again, this kid will reportedly stay at King County's brand new juvenile facility until a judge makes the decision here, while the family's surviving pets have been taken to a local shelter, and the one surviving sister is being cared for by her grandma and her uncle. With all of this, we now know a lot more about what happened this horrible night. According to prosecutors, the Humistons' 11-year-old daughter was woken up on the top bunk of her bed to screaming inside their house. Her bedroom also actually would have been one of 3 on this lower level that opened up to the family's backyard, and she told police that when she looked over from her bed, her dad and one of her brothers were already down in the hallway. Then when her little sister got up from the bottom bunk and went out there, she was immediately hit by their oldest brother as well. Again, as we know, this kid then came into the girls' room for the surviving 11-year-old, but even after she was hit and he stood over her, she just held still and held her breath. Then as soon as she got the chance, she escaped through her window, and she even saw her brother on the phone with dispatchers as she crossed in front of the house. She just kept running for a quarter of a mile, and then she ran up to her neighbor's house and started repeatedly ringing the doorbell. Now, as we know, when police got to Mark and Sarah's neighborhood that morning, it was a devastating scene. 7-year-old Catherine, 9-year-old Joshua, and their father Mark were all found at the bottom of the basement stairs. 13-year-old Benjamin was found in a basement hallway, and Sarah alone was upstairs in the master bathroom where she had tried to lock herself inside. Officers would also find a crumpled up shirt that the oldest son had presumably changed out of, and that horribly, he did arrange everything to make it look like his little brother did this. He was immediately taken into custody from where he'd just been waiting on the family's driveway. And again, while he won't talk to police, thankfully his little sister survived, and she already has. Again, according to this 11-year-old, she also recognized the weapon as her father's and said her oldest brother was the only one who knew the combination to the lockbox where it was held. She also said her brother had recently gotten into trouble for failing exams, with Sarah homeschooling all of the kids in this larger co-op situation. Aside from that, really all we know is that this kid will not take responsibility and told dispatchers that his little brother had gotten in trouble the night before for looking up explicit material online. His lawyers maintain he's a 15-year-old boy who likes to fish and has no criminal history, while police say he systematically ended the lives of his family members and then staged the scene. As of today, both sides will have until June 15th to present a judge with evidence in this case, and then it will be decided whether adult charges will be brought forward.